So, Amazon is making this massive bet that the future of AI isn't something you hold in your hand. It's something that's all around you. We're going to break down their huge push into a totally new kind of artificial intelligence. It's a major strategic shift that could literally change how we interact with technology inside our own homes. All right, let's get into it. But first, let's just tackle the big question, right? The one that I'm sure is on your mind, because it's definitely on mine. We've all got these incredibly powerful AI tools right on our smartphones. So, in this new world of AI, is there even a place for smart speakers like the Amazon Echo anymore? I mean, let's be real. Right now, the main way any of us talk to an AI is with our thumbs. When you want to use some powerful new AI tool, what do? You whip out your phone, you open an app, and you start typing. It works, it's fast, and hey, our phones are always with us. So, how does Amazon even begin to compete with that? Well, here's the thing, they're not even trying to play the same game. Instead, they're pitching a completely different vision. They call it Ambient AI, and the whole idea is to get artificial intelligence off of your screen and just weave it into the world around you. So, what exactly is ambient AI? Well, according to Amazon's devices chief, Panas Panay, it's this idea of a totally seamless, distraction free intelligence that's just there. You can access it anytime just by using your voice, no screens, no thumbs, and no getting sidetracked. And this is where it gets really interesting, because Panay tells this story that honestly hits pretty close to home for a lot of us. Picture this: you're at the dinner table with your family. Someone asks a question. The old way, someone pulls out a phone, instantly gets distracted by a dozen notifications, and the moment's lost. The new way, you just ask Alexa, you get the answer, and you stay present with the people you're with. And this slide just lays it all out, side by side. On one hand, you have the phone AI we all know. It's based on a screen, you drive it with your thumbs, and man, is it a magnet for distraction. But on the other hand, you have Amazon's vision. It's voice first, totally hands-free, and it's designed to keep you engaged in the real world. The big takeaway here isn't just about the information you get, but how you get it. Okay, but a vision like that? It's just a bunch of talk without the right gear to back it up. So let's take a look at the new hardware Amazon has built, basically from the ground up, to make this whole ambient thing a reality. So to really make this work, Panay says it comes down to three big hardware upgrades. First up, custom Amazon silicon. Now this is a huge deal because it means the chips are literally tailor-made for AI, making everything way faster. Second, advanced sensing. And this is more than just a better microphone. We're talking cameras, even using Wi-Fi to sense your presence so Alexa can be more proactive. And finally, just plain superior sound, because the goal isn't just to be a tool, it's to create a really high-quality emotional experience in your home. Now, all of this sounds pretty cool, right? But I know what you're thinking, because it raises some really big practical questions. So let's get into the stuff you're probably wondering about right now. First and foremost, the elephant in the room: privacy. A smarter, more aware AI that's always ready to help means, well, it means it's always listening. So how in the world do you get people to trust that? So, Amazon's answer to all this comes down to one thing they've been saying for a decade: you are in control. Panay is adamant that every new feature is opt-in. It's not on by default, and any data that's used to make the system better is totally anonymized. Their promise is that the power to share or not share is completely 100% in your hands. Okay, next up, the money question. If you're one of the millions of people who already has an Echo sitting on your counter, do you have to go out and spend more money on new hardware just to get this smarter Alexa Plus? And the answer, honestly, is a surprisingly huge no. Panay made it super clear that they designed this new AI to work on devices going all the way back to 2016. That covers something like 99% of all the Echoes out there. But, and you knew there was going to be a but, right? While you don't need the new hardware, Amazon is also making it very clear that the new devices are where you'll get the absolute best experience. They're faster, the sensors are way more advanced, and the sound is incredible. So while it's not required, they're definitely making it tempting to upgrade. All right, so the hardware is one thing, but what about the AI service itself? This more powerful conversational AI is being called Alexa Plus. So what's it going to cost us? For now, the answer is zero. Nada. Nothing. It's in what they're calling an early access preview, with over 10 million people already trying it out. Amazon says they want to see how people actually use it before they slap a price tag on it. So for the moment, it's free.
But that little yet on the slide says a lot, doesn't it?
All right, let's pull back for a second and look at the bigger picture here. This isn't just about launching a new gadget. This is a core piece of Amazon's entire long-term business strategy. And what they're doing is actually pretty clever. They're playing both sides of the field. They're not getting rid of their affordable entry-level stuff. That's still there, starting at around 49 bucks. But at the same time, they are pushing hard into the premium market. The goal is simple: have a device for every single type of customer at every possible price. And make no mistake, the ambition here is massive. Panay says it himself, plain as day. The ultimate goal is to create the next big business for Amazon. They see this combination of smart hardware and even smarter AI as a huge engine for their future growth. And this is really the key to the whole thing. This isn't just about your speaker. The real end game here is a completely interconnected ecosystem. It's about your Ring doorbell, your Kindle, your Fire TV, and your Echo all talking to each other, all working together to create that seamless ambient intelligence throughout your whole house. Which brings us to the final big question. Amazon is betting the farm that we're ready to put our phones down and really live in a voice-first world. But is this whole idea of ambient AI actually going to become an essential part of our lives, something we can't live without? Or is it just going to be a cool, but ultimately niche, convenience? The answer to that is probably going to define the next decade of technology in our homes.